how Vladimir Putin could be killed and the end of Russia. Russia will collapse into potentially nuclear-armed warring mini-states as a result of Vladimir Putin's disastrous invasion of Ukraine, a former CIA analyst has grimly predicted. The vast country has been fatally weakened by the tyrant's recklessness, and he is likely to be killed on the verge of the tumultuous events that will engulf it in the coming years, argues Paul Goble. Putin launched his invasion of Ukraine in the expectation of a quick victory, but heroic Ukrainian resistance has led to his troops being slaughtered and shattered his prestige. The number of Russian dead is approaching 200,000, according to Ukraine's defense ministry, while an estimated €17 billion worth of equipment has been lost. In the wake of the disastrous defeats, attention has now focused on what happens to Russia and the fate of Putin himself. Some are now beginning to predict the country could fall apart, with Putin's use of ethnic minority troops who have been dying in disproportionate numbers in the Ukraine war also a factor that could come back to haunt him. Colorful maps have been produced by various analysts painting a picture of Russia that resembles the board game Risk, with borders redrawn and the country splitting apart into pieces. Goble is a long-standing expert on Russia and previously the Soviet Union who has worked as an analyst for the CIA and also the U.S. State Department. People are now much more open to the possibility that the Russian Federation might not be able to remain in one piece, he told The Sun online. What we're likely to see is something different than the coming apart of the great empires. I think that it's going to be kaleidoscopic. It will be chaotic. What you see one year won't be the same after 2 years. He predicted the world is facing Yugoslavia with nukes, in reference to the bloody breakup of the former Balkan state. When the Soviet Union broke up in 1991 into 15 new states, those where the superpower's vast nuclear weapon arsenal was stationed were persuaded to give them up. That meant avoiding a terrifying situation in which a flurry of nations suddenly acquire weapons of mass destruction. But Goble chillingly warns we can certainly get that now, adding, I suspect that there could be a lot more people with nuclear weapons than anybody is talking about. When it comes to mapping out a collapse, he draws parallels to the year when Russia and the Soviet Union stood on the eve of cataclysmic change, 1916 and 1991. In 1916, Russia had a vast army fighting in World War I, and with the opposition in jail or exile.
It was our pleasure to spend some time with you. Thank you for watching the WTH channel. Let us know what you think of this video in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe for more content.